Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
The Fargo school teacher's job is up for termination after school officials say he has a negative impact on students' learning ability. An agenda for the special Fargo School Board meeting shows members will vote to discharge special education teacher Jamison Varholt after raising several red flags in the fall of 2019 semester. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley dug through the documents today and has our story.
Jamison Varholt was only in his first year of special education instruction at Kennedy Elementary School, but a performance review of Varholt's fall semester shows it was anything but smooth sailing. Everything shown in red indicates requirements Varholt did not meet, including excessive tardiness, failing to create lesson plans or attend required meetings, as well as taking excessive breaks. Documents state in December he lied about where he was eating lunch and was not back in time when his students arrived, also saying Varholt did not keep to his schedule, causing other staff to not know where he was when his students were in crisis. Adding he had a, quote, negative impact on his students' ability to learn basic subject matter. Documents show Varholt was warned back in January that he could be either suspended or fired if he did not correct his actions. In Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Jamison Varholt was previously a teacher at both Cheyenne High and Fargo North as a history and special education teacher. Minnesota's governor is taking the center stage right now as Tim Walz is addressing the state, discussing the next steps in Minnesota's fight against COVID-19. Let's join the governor from St. Paul.
We've never seen before. COVID-19 and a global pandemic. COVID-19 has upended life as we know it. The virus has claimed the lives of more than 600 Minnesotans. Grandparents, parents, daughters and sons, friends, neighbors, and co-workers. We honor their memories and will never forget them. We'll also never forget the countless heroes who've answered the call during this crisis. On behalf of all Minnesotans, thank you to the healthcare workers and first responders who continue to put their lives on the line every day to protect us. From hospitals to care facilities, these Minnesotans are putting themselves in harm's way to keep others safe. We must do everything we can to support and protect them. Thank you to all the other workers, the grocer, the farmer, the meat processor, the teacher, the child care provider, the sanitation worker, and so many more who may have been overlooked before, but now we find ourselves leaning on them during tough times. And the times are tough, Minnesota. Many of you are out of work. Businesses are shuttered. Families are struggling to pay rent. People are worried about making ends meet. The companionships we'd normally lean on to get through a difficult time, that hug from a grandparent, coffee with a friend, or that laugh with a coworker, are forced out of our reach. As I said during my State of the State address last month, COVID-19 exceeds the reality of Minnesota's harshest winters. Seeing what was coming, we told you we weren't ready. We asked you to slow the spread of the virus by staying home. We told you we needed time to prepare for this fight. We have used that time wisely. We have built out hospital capacity so that we can ensure as many Minnesotans as possible receive the care they need when they need it. We have increased the number of ventilators and ICU beds for when people fall really ill. We've sourced critical care and personal protective equipment for the selfless doctors, nurses, first responders, and so many others on the front line of this fight. And we've launched an aggressive testing strategy with Mayo Clinic, the University of Minnesota, and our hospitals to test every symptomatic Minnesotan. Today, we hit our all-time record with over 6,700 Minnesotans tested. All of this work was done in partnership with our cutting-edge health sector, innovative business community, world-class universities, and everyday Minnesotans just like you from across the state. We know there's no stopping the storm of COVID-19 from hitting Minnesota, but we've prepared for it. We've successfully pushed out and reduced the peak of this virus. We've made great progress to ensure we can treat Minnesotans who fall ill. Thank you for your sacrifices. You've saved the lives of thousands of Minnesotans. At this point in time, Minnesota is staying steady in hospitalizations. With the capacity that we've built while you stayed home, we can chart a new way forward. We believe that we should be able to handle an increase in cases as more people move out and about. We can use what we've learned about the virus and how it spreads to inform our next steps. We can take a measured Minnesota approach that protects public health and improves economic stability. This means a cautious strategic steps forward. and it means clear measures for determining if and when we need to pull back. We're not flipping a switch and everything's going back to normal at once. We're slowly moving the dial and introducing more interaction between people over time. As we consider what can safely resume or reopen, we must take into account three critical factors. First, how close are you to another person in a given setting or activity? Second, how long are you in that close proximity to another person?
All right, we're going to break away from the governor at this time. If you'd like to watch the full news conference, go to valleynewslive.com. We're going to continue to monitor the governor's comments, and we're going to pass along any breaking news announcements right here on KVLY. Hutch told us about the lousy conditions for today, and he was spot on. But now that we've endured them for much of our hump day, can we look forward to better times tonight? Let's ask him. He's here for a first look at Wednesday night's weather planner. Hutch?
Mike, it does look like things are quieting down as far as rainfall in southeast North Dakota, but it's not a crystal clear sunny night there either. It remains breezy for many. The heaviest rain pushing into northwest Minnesota, all the way up towards the Fisher and Crookston area into Grand Forks. Also some showers pushing through the Devil's Lake Basin. We had a rumble of thunder from this activity here, about 35 minutes ago in the FM area. Ada and points north where you see the oranges here, heavy rain pushing into southern Polk County. So from Crookston down towards the Mentor area and off towards Fosston, heavy showers pushing into Red Lake Falls and Thief River Falls. Folks, this is moving fairly quickly, 45 to 50 miles per hour to the northeast. So it will quickly be out of here as temperatures will be generally in the 40s for us here in the Fargo area as we enjoy most of our evening under cloudy skies. The wind at least dies down, Mike, and that's good news for your follicles. As we look into Grand Forks, conditions there are very similar. Thursday is not going to be unfettered. We do have some weather to talk about, and we'll just do just that here in a few moments.
All right, we'll look forward to that. Thanks. Police have identified the man killed in that North Fargo shooting yesterday morning. He's 39-year-old Anquin Lamont White. The shooting happened near the Northport Hornbachers. When police arrived on scene, they say they found one person dead in a vehicle, the other one injured. The injured man underwent emergency surgery yesterday. His name and condition are unknown at this time. Authorities later arrested two people, 21-year-old Rang Ayong and 28-year-old Daryl Simmons. Ayong faces several charges, including reckless endangerment and a felon in possession of a firearm. Simmons is charged with criminal conspiracy. We now know the name of the man charged in an assault in Baker, Minnesota. 40-year-old Stephen Krogsgaard of Baker is in jail for domestic assault and assault. That incident took place yesterday. Several sources told Valley News Live yesterday that the homeowner was assaulted by his roommate. We're told that the victim is still in the hospital. His condition and name are not being released at this time. Investigators spent a great deal of time at the home yesterday and have not given any reason for why the assault took place. The state of Minnesota says a total of 638 people have died from the virus, but lists 9 of them as COVID-19 being probable cause, meaning a positive test result isn't on file. A total of 12,917 cases have been reported in the state. 8,788 people are listed as recovered. In North Dakota, 2 more deaths have been reported from the illness, bringing the total number to 40. They have also reported 76 more cases, bringing that total to 1,647. However, 969 people have recovered, which means that there are 678 active cases in the state. 37 people are being hospitalized. Despite the rain, people are arriving to the federal courthouse at this hour in Fargo. They're honoring a 5-year-old girl from the Spirit Lake Reservation who was killed while in the care of social services. This as the girl's brother remains at a Fargo hospital where he's being interviewed by investigators. Valley News Team's Joshua Peguero joins us live from in front of the courthouse right now. Joshua, what's happening there?
I want to tell you, Mike, that there is a crowd that show up. If you look right behind me, there's a few people out here, and there is a candlelight vigil that has been set up. I'm also joined by the girl's father, by Raven Thompson's father, and here I have with me Aaron. Aaron, just tell me real quickly, what does it mean having these people out here supporting your daughter and on your side?
It means a lot to me. It gives me hope knowing that, that something's been done.
Well, thank you so much. It holds a special significance, it being held in front of the federal courthouse, because this case is being tackled by the FBI and the U.S. Attorney, as well as the Bureau of Indian Affairs. And again, at this time, they're investigating the cause and the manner of death. Mike, I'm going to send it right back to you in the studio, reporting live in Fargo. Joshua Briguero, Valley News Live.
The U.S. Attorney for North Dakota says that solving this case is his #1 priority. It was a tearful surprise for an area family, and it all happened under the Fargo Theater marquee. We'll have that story coming up later on Valley News Live at 6.
Tomorrow as well. Your hour-by-hour forecast is straight ahead.